Interest rates, interest rates, interest rates, interest rates. That's all we hear on the news nowadays. But what do they actually mean for you? And I'm going to tell you how to beat them. Stay tuned.
In the secondary by Teré Calloway, the safety.
What's going on, guys? It's Teré Calloway, the #1 ranked realtor in the state of Alabama on social media and number 63 in North America. So I'm here to tell you guys about interest rates. I know you guys have heard about it everywhere on the news. That's all that you hear about. But I want to tell you guys specifically what they are, how they fare historically, and how to beat them. But before that, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to get this video out, as well as hit that blue notification bell to make sure that you will be notified for all new real estate videos from me, as well as videos about Huntsville, Alabama. Now back to interest rates. So interest rates that's what factors into what your monthly payment is going to be over the course of your loan. So they are important. They are definitely important. And the past 2 years have been lower than they ever have before. But currently and historically, they're actually average. So that's good news. You know, the rates we're seeing now, yes, they're different from the past few years, but they're not astronomically high. But there are other ways that we can combat this. So something that a ton of new construction builders have been doing here in Huntsville, Alabama, is they've been spending $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to buy down their purchasers' interest rates. That's right. There's a ton of communities here that are offering interest rates as low as 4%. I know it's almost unheard of in today when, you know, we're talking about the 6s and 7s, but yes, they're paying money to buy down their interest rate. Now you might ask, well, what if I don't want new construction? Well, if you don't want new construction, there are other ways to have this done as well. If you haven't heard, it is now a buyer's market, meaning you have all the leverage. So since you have all the leverage and it's a buyer's market, that means more homes are on the market and demand is lower than it was the past 2 years. So with homes staying on the market longer, you can now negotiate. Something I've been doing with basically all of my clients is we've been negotiating closing costs so that we can use, 5, 10, however much money to buy down my clients' interest rates with their mortgage lender. So that is something that is huge and needs to be talked about more. So if you know anyone that hasn't heard about this yet, make sure you share this video with them. But yes, you can buy down your interest rate with your mortgage lender. Now, the amount that you can buy down and stuff like that differentiates based on the type of loan you use, mortgage lender. So make sure you check with your mortgage lender about what they allow. But that is a nice and easy way to really compete with, rising interest rates. Now, let's say, for instance, that you're not able to buy down the rate yourself or get that negotiated in. Don't panic. You're still in great shape, especially if you're in a super highly appreciating area like Huntsville, Alabama, where we're projected to be the average home price of $1.2 million in only 8 years. So the reason I mentioned that is you want to marry the house and date the rate. Again, marry the house, date the rate. Marrying the house means finding the house that you want and at a price that you want. Now, even though the monthly mortgage payment may be higher than what you want to start, you can always refinance in the future when the interest rates go lower, which is already forecasted for next year. So, interest rates, like we talked about, play a significant part in your monthly payment. But in historic numbers over the past 2 years, people were able to refinance. So you want to make sure that you get the actual home you want and, are able to maybe sacrifice a year or however many and then get to the payment that you want. You don't want to miss out on the house you want, especially for the price that you want it at, because equity is much more important than the interest rates. I've had clients that have bought in the past year and, past 2 years, and they had great interest rates, but they ended up moving or, jobs changing, and some of them were able to make $150,000 while only owning a home for less than 2 years. So you really want to pay attention to equity as well and not just the interest rates. I've even had a client buy a new construction home and the next day after she closed, we put it back on the market and she made $45,000. So you definitely want to look at equity when making a decision when we see interest rates rising. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Comment below how you feel about interest rates right now and any more real estate topics you'd like me to talk about. And make sure you go into the details of this video. It has all my contact info so you can hit me up and I can get you into a new home in Huntsville, Alabama. Thank you.